What is going on, you guys? We are back out here, and today I thought I would take you through a quick little unboxing as I recently picked up this A7III here, and I also got this Neewer 16mm 1.4 lens as well. So I wanted to give you a quick little unboxing of this, and I also want to review this one as well today. So first of all, it is an Emount lens, so I'll be shooting in Emount mode on the A7III, so crop mode. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this newer lens. It's one of the more inexpensive lenses that you can find on Amazon and probably a few other places, I believe. But like straight out of the packaging, it's got a pretty good box on it. Like as you can see, it's got that either side, and it's got the Neewer on the top there, and then obviously the details on the back there. But so let's just unbox it. So you can see on the inside, that's what it looks like. So you have lens in the middle there, instructions I would say on the side, and you actually get this cool little leather, I think it's leather, pouch with it as well, which I'm not going to use. And then it's got some foam with it as well, which is kind of nice to keep it safe. So let's just put that aside. But straight to the packaging, it's got a pretty decent kind of feel to it. Yeah, Emount lens, fully manual, so there's no tracking or anything like that, or like eye autofocus on it like that, because it's full manual. Plastic lens cap. As you can see, it's what it looks like there. 49mm filter thread on it. But yeah, I just want to take you through a bit of a test run today, and let you know my thoughts on it. But other than that, I want to go through today as well some rainy day photo shoot ideas, as it is currently overcast and super rainy here in Sydney. Let's get into it. Okay, so we've just come down to this main square, and as you can see, there's heaps of water on the ground. So when it's raining, the rain forms puddles on the ground, and those puddles are excellent chances to take some cool reflection shots. So I highly recommend you guys trying this one out. So I've noticed shooting that it's probably about 20-30 centimeters minimum focusing distance. So like I said, it's not a macro lens. I wasn't expecting it to have macro capabilities, but it is good to know that it has that sort of close, that's how far its close focusing distance is, or close range is. But one of the other things as well, really great to shoot when on rainy days, is these water droplets. They just add a different kind of level and something a bit different to the picture, of a different character to the picture. So I highly recommend trying that out when it's raining, especially. Get out there in the garden and shoot some little droplets on, you know, plants and whatnot. Or if it's not raining, go shoot some droplets on something. So we've just come to another park, and I have this here umbrella. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I'm gonna try and get some silhouette shots using umbrella. I mean, look, it is in the middle of the day, so I don't have any high hopes, but it's always great to try out these things. Plus it gives me another excuse to try out lens for a few different things. So I have Javam here, who's gonna be my model. And then, yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out who this lens is for, but I think I kind of have a bit of an idea. Stick around to the end to find out. Let's go have some fun. Okay, something we've just noticed. So we were just shooting a few shots just then, as you guys have seen, and we actually just noticed that even I'll put them up on screen now, but even though we're using focus peaking and using 3 different colors to get the focus right, it's still coming out quite blurry. I mean, look, it's not an expensive lens by any measure, but it's not really tack sharp either. So we're currently just trying to figure out whether it's maybe just shooting on 1.6, because I mean, look, it's not the lowest aperture, but it may just be a depth of field thing. That's what I'm hoping, because we noticed that if you take a shot, like we're trying to take a shot, just a few test shots, and we noticed that even just like trying to get to focus on the eye was quite difficult. It is manual focus, like I mentioned previously, but even when we had it fully focused on the eye, it wasn't focusing on the eye. So we're trying to see if maybe if we lower the aperture to 2.8 or f2 or lower, maybe it becomes a bit clearer. Yeah, so we think it's probably just the aperture thing. So I'm going to try and take a few test shots, see what the difference between 1.6 sort of all the way to f8 is. Assuming that that's probably the issue. So one of the other things to note about this lens as well, like I said, it does have the adjustable aperturing built into it, but it doesn't have the clicky aperture like on some of the other lenses, which isn't any surprise. But as you can see, the bokeh on it isn't too bad as far as the background goes. It seems to me that at 1.6, the focus may be a little bit off. But as you kind of move through the range, I would say probably a f2.8, that's probably where it really is sharpest, the image is sharpest. But yeah, something to keep in mind if you are looking to go with the newer 32 1.6 lens for Emount. So while we're out here in the park, I saw these droplets on this bench here in front of me, and it made me remember that when you're shooting outside, or when you're shooting in like when it's raining and you're outside, always take a look out for these little droplets and try and shoot them wherever, because they just look so cool and they just present such a cool photo, and sometimes you can even get the reflection in them, which makes it look upside down. So it's like a little mini lens ball, if you guys are familiar with that. Okay, so who is this lens for? Well, the price puts in more of an entry-level photographer's budget, but at the same time, the images, at least from initial reviewing on the back of the camera, aren't exactly that sharp. Personally, I believe this lens is for someone who wants to get their foot in the door. It's a 50mm equivalent of full frame or thereabouts. So if they want to get their foot in the door and they don't want to spend too much money on lenses, or they just have the body, then I think that's what this lens is good for. Other than that, I can't really see a great use for it. I mean, it does have a 1.6 aperture and the bokeh is quite good on it, but I just find that the images out of it aren't that sharp at 1.6 especially. And I tried like f8 even all the way through, and even then, like, I was just trying it with the water droplets and it didn't provide the best results. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it's something a bit different for me. I don't usually do review videos, but maybe it might be the first of many. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But otherwise, feel free to go check out the images on my Instagram. But with all that said and done, I'll see you next time. See ya.